Hello, in this video we are going to try to solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. So before I jump into any problem, let me first write down two equation which you know from your previous high school or somewhere. So let us see. So if I have a expression x square plus 2xy plus y square, it basically turns out to be x plus y square. And another one exactly same, it just a minus involved. So let's say if I have x square minus 2xy plus y square, then it is going to be x minus y square. So in both the cases, as you can see, we are able to write this three thing into completing a square. Okay, so that's what is called completing square. So now let's try to solve a problem. So let us try to solve our first problem. Let's say I have a equation which is 2x square plus 20x plus 16 equals 0. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation, and we need to solve this equation by completing the square, writing this type of completing square. Now whenever you were asked to solve a problem by completing the square, what you do is at the first step you take this constant term on the right hand side. So let us see. So if I take this 16 on this side, then it will be negative 16, and then let's keep the other two term as it is. So this is my number one step. Okay, so number two step is, the second step is, what you do is, as you can see with x square here I have a 2. Okay, now here look at here, in this original x square I have no coefficient, so I want to make sure the coefficient the 2 do not have it anymore. So I am going to divide the whole equation by 2. So if I divide the whole equation by 2, so I am dividing all the term by 2. So now so that's my step number 2. So what I am left with now, I am left with x square plus 10x equals negative 8. Okay, so that is what I am here now. Now you see, let's compare with this equation. So here I have x square, I have x square here, no problem. Okay, now let us see in this equation what I have, 2x multiplied by y. Okay, so 2x multiplied by y. So let us see if I can write it down like this. So x square is x square plus 10x. From the 10x can I write 2x multiplied by 5? So if you back multiply, you are going to exactly end up 10x, so equal to negative 8x. Here I did nothing else except writing in this way. Now if you try to compare now, so here look at here what I have. I have x square, I have 2x, and that is y, so I can consider 5 as a y equals negative 8. Now look at this original equation. In the original equation I have y square. If I have y square, then all these three term I can write as a x plus y square. Now so I do not have, so in this case my y is 5. So if I can import a term y square, that means 5 square. So let us add, so let me use another color so that it's a, so I am adding 5 square on this side, and also I am adding 5 square on the other side, so that so that I am not violating any math principle. So now if I do that, now as you can see what I have, so here also I have 5 square, so this is my, here in this case 5 is my y. So now you see, so what I have, x square plus 2x multiplied by 5 plus 5 square. So I can write it as a x plus 5 square. So I can write this as x plus 5 square. So that is all these three terms. So in the right hand side what I am left with, negative 8 plus 5 square. So 5 square is 25, and 25 minus 8 is 17. Okay, so this is my 17. So what I have now is x plus 5 square equal to 17. Now if you remember our previous video where we show that when you have u square equal to d, I can write u equals plus minus square root of d. So I hope you remember that. So now let us see what I can write here. So I can write x plus 5 equals plus minus square root of 17. So what is going to be my x then? X will be plus minus 17 minus 5. So this is our answer. So what is going to be the solution? So solution is, one of the x is what, positive 17 minus 5. Oh sorry, here I need to put square root of 17. And what is the other answer? Negative square root of 17, negative 5. So these are our two solution for this particular problem. So this is the way to solve a quadratic equation by completing the square. Now here I show you this way to solve it. Now I am going to solve exactly the same problem by completing the square, but we are not going to go through all this trouble. A little simplified way, if you can put in this manner. Now let me keep this side by side so that you can see what I am doing. So let's see, let me erase all these so that I have more spaces. Okay, so here you go. So let's see. So I am going to solve the same problem. Okay, so what's my problem? My problem is, as you can see, 2x square plus 20x plus 16 equal to 0. Okay, so now as you know, our number one step is what, taking this constant term on the right hand side. So taking the constant term on the right hand side, fine. So let me write down the other term as it is, 20x. Now what is the second step? The second step is I need to make sure the x square term is alone. So I'm going to divide everybody by 2. So divide everybody by 2. So I am left with what, x square plus 10x equals negative 8. So that's what I am here in step number 2. Now in step number 3, remember we want to complete the square like as I did here. I wrote this extra 2 line, and then I come into this line. Okay, completing the square. Now let's see if we can get it in a single shot. So what you do, you write here x, and you create a parenthesis and write the square here, and in the right hand side write negative 8. That's it. So you set up this problem. Okay, now what you do is you basically pick up this middle term. Okay, you pick up the middle term. So I picked up the middle term is what, positive 10x. Now what you do, divide this positive 10x by this 2x. Okay, so divide this positive 10x by 2x. So if I divide it by 2x, I am left with 5, positive 5, remember. So write this positive 5 here in this inside the square, and as I am writing extra 5 square, like as I am writing this extra 5 square here, so write on the right hand side that extra 5 square. So you see, I am able to write step number 3 in one shot, like exactly like here, and I am skipping this two extra line. Okay, so it makes our life easy. So now what you have, so this is going to be 17 and this is going to be x plus 5 square. So you have x plus 5 equals plus minus square root of 17. So our x is going to be plus minus 17 minus 5. So this is our answer, and as you can see, this is exactly the same answer. Okay, so from now on we are going to follow this procedure, because it is going to make our life easy. Okay, so let us solve now 2 additional problems so that it make our example more easy. Okay, so let's say I have a problem which is 2x square plus 3x minus 9 equal to 0. Okay, so this is my problem. So what is number one step? Number one step is taking that constant term on the right hand side. So if I take the constant term on the right hand side, it is 9, and on the left hand side I am left with 2x square plus 3x. Now in the second step, we know that we need to make sure that the x square term is alone. So I am going to divide everybody by 2. So what I am left with? I am left with x square plus 3 over 2x equals 9 over 2. Okay, so that's I am left with. Now as you remember, what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up my problem. So I'm going to use parenthesis x, and I'm going to put a square here, and I'm going to write down 9 by 2 as it is. Okay, so now as I says before, what I'm going to do now, I am going to basically pick this second term with the sign. So what I have here, positive 3 over 2x. So let's write down here. So it is positive 3 over 2x, and what I am going to divide this, I am going to divide this by 2x, remember. So I hope you remember that I am dividing this by this 2x. Okay, or you see, I divide by this 2x here and I get 5. So let us see. If I divide by 2x, and so I am going to left with x cancel, so it will be positive 3 over 4. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to write down that exact same thing, positive 3 over 4. Now here I am writing positive 3 over 4 square, so I need to also add positive 3 over 4 square on this side too, so that my left and right side is same. So now let's work it out. What I have here, 9 over 2 plus 3 square is 9 and 4 square is 16. So if you add this thing 2 up, you got 81 over 16. So that is going to be what? X plus 3 over 4 square is 81 over 16. So what I can write? I can write x plus 3 over 4 equals plus minus square root 81 over 16. So this is going to be so this is going to be plus minus 81, it is going to be 9, and 16 is going to be 4. So what is going to be my x? My x will be plus minus 9 over 4, and minus 3 over 4. So that is my solution. Okay, so you can see I solved this quadratic equation using completing the square method. Okay, so that's how we solve this problem. So we solve in total 3 problem. So so let me see if I can solve another additional problem. So let me solve quickly another the last problem. Okay, so we are completely okay with that. So let's say I have another problem which is 3x square minus 4x minus 1 equal 0. So number one step, as you know, I'm going to take the constant term on the right hand side, so it will be positive 1, and I'm going to write the other 2 term as it is. Okay, so that is my step number 1. So in the step number 2, I need to make sure that my x square is alone. So I'm going to divide everybody by 3. So what I am left with, I am left with x square minus 4 over 3x equals 1 over 3. Okay, so now what's my third step? I'm going to set up my problem as it is. So I'm going to write here x, and then I'm going to write square here equals, I'm going to write 1 over 3 as it is. Okay, now what is the what I'm going to do? As usual, I'm going to pick the second term. I'm going to pick the second term and I'm going to write it here, which is what? Negative 4 over 3x, and I'm going to divide it by what? By 2x, remember. So if so x cancel out, so what I am left with? I'm left with negative 4 over 6. Okay, so negative 4 over 6 is actually negative 2/3, so I'm left with negative 2 over 3. Okay, so now I'm going to write here negative 2 over 3, and I'm going to also add negative 2 over 3 square. So if I do a little number crunching on the other side, I have 1 over 3 plus 4 over 9, so it is going to give me 7 over 9. So this is going to be what? X minus 2 over 3 square is 7 over 9. So I'm going to get x minus 2 over 3 equals plus minus square root 7 over 9. So I can write down x equals plus minus square root 7 over 9 plus 2 over 3. So that is my total solution. Okay, so that's how we are going to solve quadratic equation by completing the square. So I hope you understand. So the last one we are going to do in next video, which is solving quadratic equation by quadratic formula. Okay, so see you then.